Your immune system is how you don't get cancer and how you don't get infections. And there's some simple yet powerful things you can do to keep your immune system working like a smooth spinning top. First and foremost, make sure you include an abundance of brightly colored fruits and vegetables each and every day. The reason is really straightforward. They're the best source of vitamin C and beta carotene, and your immune system will not work without those two essential nutrients. And even more so, they are teeming with thousands of those sort of miracle workers we call phytochemicals, many of which give your immune system a nice turbocharge. The very best ones are berries, kiwi, any whole citrus, apples, red grapes, dark leafy greens, onions, carrots, and sweet potatoes. The second thing you can do is consume fresh garlic regularly. Garlic is a great way to sort of jack up the flavor of your foods. At the same time, you need to know that it's filled with, again, lots of different phytochemicals, hundreds of them, that sort of have generally sort of strengthen your immune system. But even more exciting, garlic has at least 20 natural antibiotics, substances that literally can kill viruses and bacteria. The third thing is exercise. And based on the totality of studies I have read, and I'll tell you, how many studies I read? I read about 130 a month, and I've been doing that now for several years. So based on all the studies I've read, exercise is the most powerful thing you can do to keep your immune system robust. And if you read what the scientists that study exercise and its impact on immunity, they say things like, wow, we can exercise people and then take a sample of their blood, and it's like an entire army comes out into the bloodstream of all these immune cells that are sort of working on overdrive. So you got to do it. The best thing is 30 minutes or more of moderate to vigorous physical activity at least 5 days a week. The next thing, which I think we're on number 4, is to stay happy. Believe it or not, smiling actually strengthens your immune system. We know we can take a group of people and have them watch a funny movie where they laugh a lot, and again, they can take their blood and they find out that their immune cells are working a lot more effectively. The other thing we know for sure is that people that have these sort of sunny and happy attitudes, which I hope I do, I try to, get sick less often, and when they do get sick, they perceive their illness as a lot less bothersome compared to people that are sort of the bummer types, that are like negative and don't smile a lot, all right? The next thing is to drink freshly brewed tea. I'm sort of, I'm very passionate about tea, and I think it's probably one of the simplest, tastiest, most relaxing way to infuse your body with great little immune boosters. Again, phytochemicals that are in those tea leaves, they make their way into the tea itself. They're called catechins, and they give you general strengthening of your immune system. But again, kind of like the we talked about earlier, there's specific chemicals in freshly brewed tea that literally can kill viruses. They have antiviral effects, kind of like a natural antibiotic. What about sleep? Hugely important. I guarantee you, every single one of you watching this video have personally experienced what sleep deprivation can do to your immunity, meaning you've not gotten enough sleep and you wake up with a sore throat or you wake up with a cold. Bottom line is, unless you get 7 to 8 hours of sleep in a night, your immune system cannot work at its optimal level. Lastly, please get your vitamin D. I keep saying I have a D in my bonnet. The vitamin D story may be the biggest health story of the decade, perhaps the century by the time we're done. We now know that it plays a broad spectrum role in health. And one of the things we know for sure is your immune system requires it. We know that people that have low blood levels of vitamin D, they get more infections and they get more cancer. So get it. Prudent, safe sun exposure. Guess what? In the winter months, unless you live in Florida or the similar latitudes, you cannot get enough from sun. So you have to rely on supplements. Kids need to be getting 400 international units every single day. And my recommendations for healthy adults is to supplement with 1,000 international units of vitamin D. So I hope that helps you because you need a strong immune system. And remember, you are the only one that can make you healthy. So take charge of your health. For ICU, this is Dr. Ann.